So we're going to go ahead and dive into a new segment here on the Zan and Shoob college football podcast that we call Rapid Fire. So essentially, we're going to take 5 bold predictions for the entire season each, and we're going to rapid fire run through them and why we think it's a good prediction, why we like it, and let us know what you think in the comments, okay? But without further ado, as my friend Shoob always says here, let's get this started. Shoob, start us off.
So bold predictions, we're going to alternate back and forth, and these can be any prediction about anything this season. It can be team-based, it can be player-based, it can be stat-based, it can be coach-based. So I'll get it started. My first bold prediction of 2022. This is something that I would be willing to put my money on if they gave us some odds for this stuff out in the sports books, but unfortunately, they don't do this. But my first bold prediction, Arizona finishes higher than Arizona State in the Pac-12 standings at the end of the year. Now, keywords here, in the Pac-12 standings. So this is me saying, in terms of Pac-12 conference play, I believe that Arizona will finish with a better conference record, or they will finish with the same conference record, but they will win the Territorial Cup head-to-head. Therefore, they'll finish higher because of that head-to-head tiebreaker in the Pac-12 standings. So that's my bold prediction. Arizona went 1-11 last year. Arizona State with Herm Edwards, it could be a little bit of a spiraling downside here. So that's my first bold prediction.
Good prediction. Delirious for Delora, man. My first bold prediction, Vanderbilt Commodores sitting at a line of 2.5. The Vanderbilt Commodores are going to hit the over in September in their first 4 games. The Vanderbilt Commodores will beat Hawaii, Elon, and NIU. You heard it here first. In the first 4 games, the Vanderbilt Commodores will get the over, but they may not win a game after that. Give me the over on the Commodores.
All right, I like it. In September too, man. Like I said, week 0, Vandy bettors are going to be paying a heavy attention to that game. So my second bold prediction, Alabama. I believe they go 15-0. They don't lose a single game. They win the national championship. And not only that, I believe they win 13 out of their 15 games by more than 8 points.
I've got a hot take to counter your hot take, Shoob. My hot take, Texas plays Alabama week 2. Alabama goes to Texas. Home cooking. Nice environment. Everyone's amped for the Quinn Ewers era. And Texas shocks the world and loses by 3 scores. That is my bold prediction. Texas keeps it within 20 to 17 points.
I like it. All right. Well, when those alt lines come out, I expect you to put some money on that. But I like you had me there for a second.
Yeah, I knew I would, man. I knew I would.
All right. But yeah, I think Alabama is going to be disgustingly good this year.
Yeah, no, they will. 100%.
My third bold prediction, Air Force. I am a big Air Force guy this season. I think that the Falcons, they win double-digit games this year. Their win total is only at 8. It jumped to 8.5. I think Air Force wins at least 10 games this season, and I believe that they will play for a Mountain West championship. Go Air Force. Give me the Academy. Double-digit wins this year.
People don't realize how good Air Force is, my friend, but they're going to shock some people this year.
Especially if Zeke Daniels, their quarterback, especially if he's healthy, which it appears he is for the beginning of the year, I think they're going to be pretty good.
I've got a really niche, very specific, bold prediction. Let's turn our heads to the Pac-12. Oregon State Beaver fans, are you listening? Oregon State has one of the best offensive lines in college football by many and almost all metrics. Number 1 in rushing, number 1 in line yards, top 15 in pass protection. Because of this, I like a breakout candidate for the running back room. Give me Deshaun Fenwick to go over 1,000 yards all-purpose this season.
Wow, I like that. Okay, Beavers on the rushing attack. I like it. Mm-hmm. All right, next bold prediction. This one is very specific. November 12th. It's a cold, brisk Saturday afternoon in Starkville, Mississippi. The Georgia Bulldogs are in town. They're in a stretch where Georgia's got to play Florida, Kentucky, Mississippi State. If Georgia's going to stumble, It's going to be somewhere in that stretch. I think the Mississippi State Bulldogs upset the defending national champions. They beat Georgia in Starkville November 12th. Mississippi State pulls off the shocker. I'm calling it right here on the Zan and Shoob College Football Podcast. It is August 24th. You heard it here first.
I like that. I like that. Bold and to the point. Very good prediction, Shoob. I'm very interested to see how that one's going to pan out. Now, I'm shifting my attention over to the Big 12, and this one is very bold. This one is a crazy prediction. Oklahoma State beats OU back-to-back for the first time since 2002. They catch OU in a first-year head coaching situation with a new system, and they finally put a back-to-back together for the first time in 20 years.
I like it. I like it. All right. Big 12 chaos. We both expect a bit of Big 12 chaos this year. That'll be a really fun conference to watch. And hey, Bedlam, always a great game. I'm going to stick in the Big 12. I don't know if you did this purposely or not. I don't know if you read my notes, but my last bold prediction is also a Big 12 prediction here. Now, this one is bold, but not super bold because I didn't want to go completely crazy here, but I still wanted to get a little bit of sizzle on the pan. Kansas State or TCU will make the Big 12 championship game this season.
Ooh, I don't know who.
I don't know who, but I think one of Kansas State, one of the two purple teams, will be in the Big 12 championship game. Calling
That's
it right
very
now.
bold. That's very bold. I think those two teams will have good years, but Big 12 championship, this is going to be a fun one to monitor. I like it. I like it a lot.
Last year, Baylor was second to last preseason in the Big 12. You could have gotten them like plus 8,000 or something to win the Big 12, and look where that got them. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in this conference. Everyone's going to beat up on each other, get some crazy tiebreakers going. Kansas State win some one-possession games. TCU win some one-possession games. You never know.
Fair enough, Shoob. There's a lot to like in this conference from top to bottom. It's going to be very competitive this year. They're going to beat up on each other a lot. To my last hot take, let's shift over back to the Pac-12. Wazoo fans, are you listening? Wazoo, you are being criminally underrated this year. All the sportsbook have you at 5 or 5.5 wins. I say that is hoopla. I say Cam Ward coming in with his former head coach and a new OC, Eric Morris. They are going to have continuity at the position. He knows the playbook. He knows the system. He knows what to expect. Cam Ward is going to continue to thrive for Washington State's spread offense. Give me the Cougs to win 7, maybe even 8 games when their line is sitting there at 5 and 5.5 on most sports books.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Now, how about this? Would you bet on Washington State going and beat Wisconsin in Madison week 2?
So here's an interesting thing about that. I think Wisconsin will win that game. However, if Graham Mertz is not playing well, then maybe Wazoo snipes Wisconsin. It is possible. But ultimately, I think Wisconsin will come out with that win. But with that being said, that's all the time that we have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast. We appreciate you guys. Give us a comment and let us know what you think. This is Zan and Shoob signing out.
See y'all later.